Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are keeping well. Children, we have completed chapter number 2 motion almost completely, but only this topic is left, weight of an object. Let's study this. What is weight of an object? See, children, in our day-to-day life, we use weight for a measure of mass and vice versa. Okay, for common people, weight and mass are same thing. Okay, we are using this word weight for mass for weight. We are using weight and mass word for like everything, for same thing, but they are two different entities. Weight is a different thing and mass is a different thing. Let's study what is the difference between weight and mass of an object. What is weight of an object? First of all, the weight of an object is the force with which the earth attracts us. Okay, it is the force by which the earth has a gravitational force. Okay, earth is attracting each body towards itself by a force which is known as a gravitational force, but earth applies a different gravitational force on each of the body depending upon its, what we say, it defines the weight of an object. So the force by which the earth attracts any body is known as the weight of an object. Okay, the definition is the weight of an object is the force with which the earth attracts it. The force of an attraction due to earth is known as force of gravity. Okay, the force of attraction due to the earth, we know that earth has a gravitational force. The force of attraction due to earth is known as force of gravity. Is known as force of gravity. Okay, children. Now, and weight is a vector quantity. First of all, I have explained you what is the difference between scalar quantities and a vector quantity. Weight is a vector quantity. What do you mean by this vector quantity? See, weight is a vector quantity. Now, what do you mean by this vector quantity? Vector quantity means it has a numerical value plus it has a definite direction as well. Okay, it has a numerical value plus it has a direction. When a quantity has a numerical value as well as a direction, it is a vector quantity. We know that force of attraction always acting downwards. That's why it has a direction as well. And it is weight is a vector quantity. Now, if m is the mass of the object, let's say m is the mass of the object. What is the mass? Mass is the quantity of matter contained in a object. Mass is the quantity of matter contained in a object. Let's say m is the mass of the object. If m is the mass of the object and g is the acceleration due to gravity. G is the acceleration due to gravity. Then what is the weight? How can we find out the weight? Then weight is equals to W is the small letter W is the weight. Weight is equals to mass into acceleration due to gravity. How can we calculate the weight of a given object? By its mass multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. Now, acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, children, and it varies as well. Okay, 9.8 meter per second. Now, I will explain you the differences between mass and weight, children. You have a column given in your page number 36. Okay, what is the differences between mass and weight? I will write in short only. For what the first difference between them is the mass is a scalar quantity. That means it has only a magnitude, not the direction. Weight is a vector quantity. Second difference, the definition of these: mass is the quantity of matter contained in the object. Quantity of matter contained in a object. This is the definition of mass, contained in a object. Whereas weight is the force by which earth attracts it. Okay, force by which earth attracts a body. Earth attracts a body. Next, third difference. There are many differences given in your book. Third difference is the SI unit of mass is kilogram. Whatever you are buying from your grocery shop, like you are buying potatoes, onions, tomatoes, you all are actually taking the mass. Okay, so the SI unit of mass is kilogram, whereas the SI unit of weight is Newton. Okay, represented by capital letter N. Next, the mass of an object is measured by a beam balance, which you have seen with someone who is sitting at a shop. Beam balance or a physical balance. Physical balance you have seen in all the grocery shop and all the dealers, those who are selling the items. Beam balance and physical balance. Whereas weight is measured by what we can say, spring balance. This spring balance you have seen with the one who is weighing the cylinder, gas cylinders. Okay, though that is called as spring balance. Okay, children. Now, mass of an object can never be zero. Mass of an object can never be zero, whereas weight can be zero. Where acceleration due to gravity is zero, the weight can be zero. So these all are the differences between mass and weight, children. Now, how we can measure the weight? The weight is usually measured by means of a spring balance. There are different types of spring balances available in the market. Some of the available spring balances are shown on page number 37 of your book. Kindly see them. First kind of spring balance you must have seen with the dealers, those who are weighing the cylinders, gas cylinders. Rest of the spring balances which we have in our laboratories. Okay. Now see, children, today I will explain you checkpoint 2. See checkpoint 2, everyone. See checkpoint 2. Fill in the blanks. Motion is said to be dash. It is checkpoint 2, children. See. Fill in the blanks, A part. Motion is said to be dash if an object covers equal distances in equal interval of time. So the answer is uniform. Next is B. Speed of a moving vehicle is generally measured in kilometer per hour. Next, C part. Mass of an object is a scalar quantity. Just now I explained you. It is a scalar quantity. But weight is a vector quantity. Okay, children. Now, question number 2. Answer these questions. A child walks 75 meters in each minute. That means what? In each 1 minute. In first minute, he is covering 1 minute. Then in second minute also he is covering 75 minutes more. 75 plus 75, 150 meters. That means he will reach out 150 meters. So in every minute he is covering 75 meters. The question is his motion uniform? Yes. If the body covers equal distances in equal interval of time, we say that the motion is uniform. So you will write yes, the motion is uniform. Okay, children. You have to do this checkpoint 2 in book only. Now its B part is name the SI unit of weight. What is the SI unit of weight? SI unit of weight is Newton. SI unit of weight is Newton. Okay, children, this is the answer. Now move to test yourself. See, children, fill in the blanks with suitable words. Page number 39. Test yourself, fill in the blanks. First, rest and motion are relative terms. Kindly fill your book. Second, motion of the moon around the earth is an example of circulatory motion. Third, in dash of an object moves about a fixed axis. What is that kind of motion? Rotatory motion. Fourth question, a simple pendulum executes what kind of motion? Oscillatory motion. Fifth, a dash motion is that which repeats itself again and again after a fixed interval of time. This is the periodic motion. Sixth part, motion of a car on a city road is generally non-uniform. Why? Because We on a city, if a car is moving along around, then it may have traffic lights, it may have traffic. So it is a non-uniform motion. Seventh part, the SI unit of speed is kilometer per hour. Eighth part, dash is measured in the unit kilogram force. What is the unit of kilogram force? That is weight. We are measuring weight either in the Newton or kilogram force. Now children, your homework. See your homework. What is your homework for today? See, do know these terms in your copy. Okay, know these terms of chapter number 2 in copy, in fair copy. Okay, make second term as well in fair copy. Next we have do test yourself B, C, D, E and F and K in book. Okay, search the answers of these exercises in your book, children. Thank you.